Hello, everyone. I wanted to provide you with another economic stimulus update for today, Saturday, July the 11th. I hope everyone is doing well today. And today we're going to talk about what economists are saying about the next economic stimulus, the second stimulus package, and how much it should be in totality. It's estimated that about $1.5 trillion is what's really needed to help get the economy going or to help keep it where it is right now and keep it from falling off a cliff again. In addition to that, I'm going to talk about the 10 million people that were teetering on the poverty line that have been saved by the CARES Act, but that teeter may shift the other direction if we do not get an extension by July the 31st for all those individuals that are on the federal unemployment insurance. Additionally, there are about 12 million individuals that still haven't received their economic stimulus payment from the CARES Act, and they won't receive it more than likely unless they have some updated information. I'm going to talk about all of that coming up next, as well as show you a video as to why the next economic stimulus payment may be passed before the end of July, before the end of this month. And it has some political ramifications behind it. I'm going to talk about all of that coming up next. Hello, everyone. My name is Paul Zachary Shelton Jr., and I'm the Chief Investment Officer of Warwick Shore Advisors. We are a wealth and investment management firm located in Orlando, Florida, with clients all across the United States. If this is your first time coming to my channel, I ask that you please hit the subscribe button. Please ring the bell so that you can get an update each time I upload a new video. And also, please like and share this video to help me grow the financial literacy of our globe. Before we get into today's topic, I want to offer you a free financial planning cheat sheet. This cheat sheet will help you get a snapshot of your overall financial health as it is right now, help you build and establish your credit, as well as get your estate plan in order. Now let's go ahead and jump into today's topics. A couple things that I really want to cover. Economists have recently released data as to how much money is needed to help the economy sustain where it is at its current level. And they say that package is roughly $1.5 trillion there. So there's $1.5 trillion in more stimulus that is needed to combat the coronavirus-driven economic recession. As we know, the HEROES Act is proposing an additional $3 trillion. So this would be half of what the HEROES Act is proposing. So what is going to be cut out? There's a lot of things that are potentially going to be cut out. As we already know, on the Senate, they do not want to extend the federal unemployment insurance of $600 per week, at least not at this level. There is some adjusting and some maneuvering that may take place to have it extended, but more than likely it's going to be significantly lower than that $600 mark. More than likely, that's going to make up the brunt and the full balance of all of this. Approximately 10 million Americans were sustained over the last several months by this additional federal aid of $600 per week. There were a lot of mortgage payments and rent payments that were missed for the third time on July 1st, just 2 weeks ago, last week. So it is very serious, and we're waiting to see what the Senate is going to do. And it's very, very possible that the Senate will move quicker than we anticipate because, one, this is an election year. History shows that presidents are not reelected if they are in a recession in an election year. So there is a lot of steam right now in Congress to get something approved and to get it passed. I originally gave you a timeline saying that they were not going to be coming back from recess until the next week, a week from now, but they are back and they are communicating now, and they're trying to get another stimulus package passed before July the 31st. I'm going to play a video for you, and it kind of explains a little bit more as to why there is a political tilt behind this next economic stimulus package.
Cases increase, and as the election looms, the White House is looking to counter that. I want to bring in Charlie Gasparino, who's got exclusive details on the latest stimulus efforts. Charlie.
Yeah, I mean, as we reported last week, I believe it was, there was some lull in the momentum for doing a stimulus program before September. Essentially, congressional Republicans were worried that there was already too much stimulus out there, that unemployment was falling. Why throw another $1 trillion at this when the first $1 trillion in PPP loans and other issues like that weren't sufficiently spent? But what we know now, and this is essentially coming from the White House. The White House is making a big push to get the stimulus program done by July, pushing Mitch McConnell and the Senate Republicans to compromise or find ways to compromise with Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats to get a stimulus through. Because what we have is a problem with COVID cases rising that would essentially slow some of the openings of states. It's already doing it here in Connecticut. It's doing it in parts of Florida. It's doing it in California. New York, throughout the country, that there's a slowdown in the reopenings of states. That's going to have a drag on the economy. So the Trump administration is pushing for the stimulus now. One of the factors of the day, as you know, Cheryl, is that this is an election year, not just a year racked by a pandemic and protests and rioting, but it is an election year. One of the things that Donald Trump knows for a fact that is if he has any chance of winning the election in 2020, he has to show that he's better on the economy than Joe Biden, his opponent. And one thing that the White House desperately wants to do is get unemployment down below double digits, maybe get it down to 9% particularly in that October print. In order to achieve that and at least have the economy that they can tout during the final stretches of the 2020 campaign. That getting it below 10%, Cheryl, is a very big lift now if you have COVID cases raging across the country and states stopping their reopening. So that's why there's a real renewed push for more stimulus. And, the White House could benefit from this if these COVID cases stop rising, if states continue to reopen, and then you have the rush of the stimulus coming in. I think that's kind of the game plan here. But as we know, they are, as I reported, they are pushing for this new stimulus. What we understand is Republicans still want liability protection for companies that open up, and so they can't get sued for class action. Yeah. Democrats want state aid and extended unemployment benefits and other issues. So this could be delayed until September if they get bogged down in the horse trading. But I can tell you the White House wants this because the COVID cases are rising and it's hampering the nascent economic recovery that's going on right now.
So we all know that Senator Mitch McConnell is pushing for people that have an income of $40,000 or less to receive another economic stimulus payment. This will be a one-time payment. He said this is going to be the last hurrah. There will not be any more payments after that. He doesn't want to extend unemployment, but he wants to give one-time payments to all those that are under the income level of $40,000. Leave your comments below. Let me know if that threshold should hold or if it should be a little higher, or if there should be something specific done for other people that are on disability, SSI, and all those different things out there. The reason they came up with this $40,000 level is because the Federal Reserve's data shows that about 40% of those households that were infected in their employment by the coronavirus were those households that were making $40,000 or less. So $40,000 does not carry you very, very far in today's society, unfortunately, especially when you have a full family to take care of. So that's the motivation behind the $40,000 number. However, people that are making $41,000, just $1,000 more, are still struggling just as bad, and they would be left out. They are against providing economic stimulus, such as the CARES Act did, going up to $75,000 and having it tear down all the way up to $99,000 for single individuals, or up to $198,000 for a couple, because they feel that people in that category do not need to go out and stimulate the economy. What we are seeing right now from recent data is that there is a wave of layoffs that are taking place. The initial layoffs took place from people that were face-to-face, meeting with individuals such as those that worked in bars and restaurants and retail operations. As of now, the next wave of layoffs that are starting to take place is moving up the corporate ladder. So many people that were in other financial positions and other industries are starting to feel the impact of sluggish economic activity. So we're starting to see people with incomes and salaries much larger than $40,000 that are starting to get laid off. and they're going to be left out as well. They're still going to need a chance to, or need the opportunity to pay their bills, and they won't be able to do so. Even if those that are above $40,000 in annual income do not get laid off, it is still stimulating the economy when they receive payments and are able to go out and make payments. So I'm in the camp of believers that it should not be cut off at the $40,000 mark, because you eliminate so many people in our society right now. You're essentially saying that $41,000 is enough for a family, of 5 to make it and live well and do well in today's economic environment. And that's just simply not the case. So hopefully there will be some work that's done. Hopefully there'll be some long nighters pulled so they can truly understand what people are saying and how people are hurting right now, because this is just simply not going to get it done. If this is your first time coming to my channel, I ask that you please subscribe to this channel. Please ring the bell so that you can get an update each time I upload a new video. Lastly, please like and share this video to help me increase the financial literacy of our globe. Thank you so much and have a great day.